Welcome to another episode of 40 Plus and Fit. I'm Joseph St. John, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit today, especially for those that follow me on a regular basis. It might have been a while, been doing some other podcasts and stuff. But this one is a real important one to me, and it's stop living through other people vicariously. There was an article I did a while back on it, and I'll include it down there when you're looking at it so you can read the article without having to look for it. And just let you know that it's there and that you can read it. But I want to talk about a few things. Living vicariously through others, we all sort of do. We've all done it. We like to look like somebody or be like somebody, have more money. No one ever wants to have less money. I've never heard anybody say that. But at the same time, I think living vicariously through other people can be dangerous. I see it mostly like in sports, and I do it too. Look, I root for the team. I'm a big Dodger fan. I'm going to admit it. Somewhere during this summer, I'll be living vicariously through them. The difference is you have to understand that you can't do it all the time. A lot of people do it in college football. It's great on Saturday. If on Wednesday you're still doing it, that's probably a problem. Just being honest, okay? It also can cause you to have anxiety. I mean, I know people who just get tied up in what other people are doing, tied up what's going on around them, and where at the end of the day, you need to probably just take care of yourself, okay? Just really take care of yourself. And I think if we could do more of that, I think we'd all be just a little bit healthier. You know, a lot of the conversations that I have and a lot of the things that I've written on 40 Plus and Fit has really been about people putting themselves first, and not in some selfish, mean, ugly, me sort of way, but understanding that you cannot take care of anybody else unless you take care of yourself. Here's the end of the story. If your health is gone, if you're anxiety ridden, if you're having all these problems, you're not taking care of anybody. So in that priority tree of humans, okay, you have to be first. Now your faith can be first, and you can take care of the things that help you spiritually, and I'm all for that. But there has to be a place for you. And as far as the human element goes, it has to be first. And I know that a lot of people feel uncomfortable about that. They've been raised that that's selfish. That's been raised that, you can't think like that. That's bad. But nothing can be further from the truth. You have to take care of yourself, job one, before you can take care of anyone else. It's just simple. I mean, you lose your health, you lose your mental health, you lose your stability. You're not helping anybody else. As a matter of fact, if you let all of that go too much, you'll be dependent upon other people. Not only will you not be helping people, but you will now become a person that has to be helped. I don't want to call it a burden because sometimes things happen and there's nothing you can do about it. But it is something to think about. And there's just some things about working out and stuff that we can talk about. I've done videos on, some of the workouts you can do to start. But I really think your mental health and that you do have the right, as trite as it may say, to pursue happiness. You actually have the right to be happy. Okay. And I mean, I shouldn't have to say it, but for a lot of people, you have to. And I think there's a lot of things that you can do for it. And that is taking time for yourself, prioritizing what is important, and really focusing on that. What is important? You know, as you get older, and I am, it's easier for me to prioritize that because I know that a lot of stuff that's happening in and around me, I either A, have no control over, or B, it's not going to be important a week from now. Just not. Somebody says something to you, and especially when you're younger, you can get so angry and you can dwell on it. But then you get to be older and you think, that was 20 years ago, and my life went on. That's 20 years ago, and I still had happiness. And I think those are those kind of things that you need to remind yourself of every day, that you have the right to be happy. You have the right to stop what's going around you and go, is this good for me? Is this working for me? And I mean, most of us have been taught that's horribly selfish, and yet it's crazy to not do that. We all get stuck in bad situations. Look, anybody that has a job knows where I'm going with this. Okay. Many days at the job, just being fair. I zipped my lip because I had people that needed me to be in work, and I needed the money, and I had to support a family. period. End of story. Many days I didn't run my mouth, not because I was a decent person, but I had a job. But that's not every day. That wasn't all the time. And it wasn't every 15 minutes. I can almost remember the times where I really had to bite my tongue. So I'm talking about the extreme. Looking back, people said things to me, and I've messed up before, and I'll mess up again, but it don't make it right. Somebody say something I think snippy, and I just have to lash out because I don't know. I feel like I have to, but it doesn't really make me happy. Conflict for the most of look, conflict for the most of us does not make us happy. Okay, it doesn't make us happy. For most of us, to be honest with you, we just want to have a nice level day. So that's one of the things I think that when you work out, and we're gonna, go over some workout now, whether it's a gym, at your home, out in the yard, you're doing a walk, is that your time to process your mind? A lot of times when I watch people do workouts, videos in particular, I like what they're doing. I like the lifting and stuff, and I have some of that on this site. I like that. But I don't always know, especially as people get older, and we are in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, that there has to be this perception that while you're working out your muscles, that you're working in here, that you're taking care of your mind. So when you go, whether it's the gym, your home, whatever you do, you swim, that should be your time. And it should be uninterrupted time. And it should be the time to clear your mind. And again, if I could get all silly, I'd say it's time for you to be in your happy place. And as crazy as that sounds, that's exactly what I mean. Okay, be in your happy place. And Jim, when you do that, look, when you start seeing your workout, whatever you're doing, whatever you're about to start to do, when you see that as being a happy time, you're not going to have any trouble doing it. I think one of the reasons I enjoy working out is I know that is my happy time. And that sounds crazy, and people can be as silly as you want, but when I'm at the gym, guess what, gang? I'm happy. Make no mistake about it. So I want you to think about that. Don't live vicariously through people. Understand you are you and be the best you can be. I mean, that sounds silly too, but it's the truth. Be the best person you can be. And then don't live vicariously through people. Don't go, oh, I was successful because the sports team did good, or oh, I wish I had more. And don't be the creep that goes, oh, at least no matter how crappy I am, I'm better than that other person. That's just a bad person. That's a character flaw. Okay? We all know that person too. You're you. You focus on you. When you work out, you understand that's your time. Period. End of story. It's your time. And allow that to be. Allow that to be your time. And I'll end it on this. You are never selfish when you take care of yourself. You are never selfish when you take care of yourself. So until next time, y'all guys have a great day. And I hope to see everybody real soon. We're going to do a little bit more podcasting. I'll probably mix a few things in, but it's going to happen. And do a little bit more here. And actually do a little bit more at the gym, show you a little fitness stuff. But until next time, y'all guys have a good one.